Just yesterday, I made a video talking about how Twitter was going after Dream because he had mentioned in a podcast that DreamSMP Season 2 was going to have activity requirements, meaning all of the streamers who are a part of the SMP are going to have a required amount of time that they have to be live and on the server. Now, as my title suggested in that video, the drama is very dumb. It's basically just a bunch of Karens complaining that these streamers are going to be overworked just because they have a required amount of time that they need to stream now. And the craziest part about all of this is that none of the streamers were even complaining about it. So all these people were mad for their favorite streamers. Like, for example, they were like, oh, poor Wilbur, he's forced to stream. He's gonna be so overworked. I didn't know Wilbur was back in school again. What is this? Etc, etc. But yet, Wilbur never even complained about this in the first place, is the point I'm trying to say. None of these streamers did. In fact, all of the streamers agreed to these terms, and they're all, from what I'm seeing, perfectly okay with it. I mean, if they weren't okay with it, they just simply didn't have to agree to it, and they could just not be a part of the SMP. Hello, people, and welcome back to another episode of Twitter is Terrible. Make sure you guys are subscribed because I'm trying so hard to hit 250,000 subscribers, and we're getting so close, so I'd really appreciate that. Also, like the video to gain the ability to fly. Anyways, Wilbur heard about all of this drama, and he noticed all the tweets of people like yelling at Dream, telling him that he's being a horrible person. This one person called him a freak and a dictator, basically. This tweet is just ridiculous. Kind of strange of Dream to add activity requirements, LOL. Just say you want to constantly dictate the lives and careers of 30-something people. Freak? They're really calling him a freak over this. All right, please tell me, how is Dream dictating the lives and careers of 30-something people? Like, oh my god, these people were absolutely unhinged. But like I said, Wilbur Soot did actually see all of these tweets, and during one of his streams, he made a response to it all.
Something I've noticed about you guys is I love you all so much, but you do panic. You panic very easily. Let's talk about the DreamSMP. I want to talk about the DreamSMP because that's another thing I see you guys panicking over. So Dream talked about on a podcast how he was going to have like an attendance requirement for the DreamSMP, and like not attendance, but like an activity requirement. Like you have to show up enough, right? And I saw everyone, be like really like, oh my god, that's evil. Oh, on Twitter. Okay, yeah, I will specify. Not you guys, you quiet people. The people who are vocal, the people that do a lot of talking. Not just Twitter, though. I see it on Reddit as well. The thing is, everyone's saying that there's an activity quota. For those of you that didn't know as well, there is going to be an activity requirement for this new season of the SMP. Simply because there's a lot going into this season, and they want to make sure that people aren't just going to ride it.
See, I mean, just as I said, all of the streamers are very aware of this activity requirement. And if all of the streamers are aware and none of them are complaining about it anywhere, then there is literally no issue at all. Like already, this completely shows that there's no issue, but yet people will still try and make this an issue because they quite literally have nothing better to do in their lives rather than just sit on their computer for like 10 hours a day searching for any possible way to get people canceled. And you know, it sounds like I'm probably making a joke here, but this is very real. People genuinely waste their lives on this stuff.
They want to make sure that people aren't just going to ride it. You know, we don't want people just sat back, because a lot of the people in the DreamSMP don't need to stream. They don't, that like a lot of them have already, you know, they've already had their like DreamSMP moment, you know, but like they still want to be a part of it. And I feel like those people just, and me included, I will add, as much as like I love doing the lore, I don't think I'd go on and do a mining stream, for instance, on DreamSMP, because I don't really, you know, I feel like that everything's been mined up already, you know, and stuff. So an activity quota pushes the people like myself who need to sort of get on and hang out with people and get to know new people who are a bit nervous, and it's a bit easier to just sit and not do anything, right? It's easier. It pushes them that little bit. And it's a really good idea. Dream's got it on the ball, I think, with that one. I think Dream's got it right on the money.
I mean, how can't you agree with this? I just don't get it. Obviously, this is a brilliant idea. It's gonna make the SMP 10 times, if not 100 times more entertaining. You're always gonna have people on, you're always gonna have large groups of people on, and you're gonna have a lot more of those like interactions between streamers and stuff like that. Like, how can you possibly be complaining about this? It's literally benefiting the streamers extremely, as well as benefiting you as a viewer. I'm positive that all these streamers are gonna grow a ton during this season, and you're gonna be way more entertained than previous seasons, simply because of this one single rule that somehow, some way, people are getting mad at. And as we know, this isn't like a contract where you're locked in or something and you can't leave. You aren't being chained down and forced to stream. All these streamers can absolutely 100% leave if they don't want to follow these activity requirements. So there seriously should have never been a problem here.
But I see loads of people panicking about it, and I just think it's funny because it's not as strict as you think it is. We're all friends. Dream reaches out and he lists off how he's gonna do it. For real. That's how it be. And I'm really excited to kick off. And I'm excited to finish my character as well. This is season 2.
But yeah, that is what Wilbur had to say. He just thinks everyone's absolutely overreacting over this, and they're getting angry and mad for no reason at all. And also, all the streamers are very obviously okay with this, which we can confirm because Wilbur's saying that he's cool with it, and he talks about how all the other streamers were told this information, and we haven't seen a single person complain or anything like that. And I guess after Wilbur did this stream, a lot of people like deleted their tweets or took back what they said about all of this, because there's a few tweets I found where people are making fun of the fact that that was happening. People switching up like the tides of the ocean after Wilbur talked about the activity requirements on stream today is actually comical. Which, although Wilbur does help show that this isn't really an issue at all, I do find it quite funny that for some people, once they hear a content creator's opinion on something, their personal opinion just absolutely switches 180 degrees. Like, most of these people genuinely can't think for themselves. Seeing everyone who is mad about the activity requirements delete their tweets after Wilbur called them out is so funny. Like I said, people just genuinely can't think for themselves. Or maybe for some reason they just can't understand what activity requirements really means for streamers. Like, for real, people genuinely thought Dream was like controlling these streamers like puppets or something like that. It's like, cool, you got a crazy good imagination. That's not happening. And as I was just wrapping up this video, I was looking at some more tweets, and it actually turns out that Wilbur wasn't the only streamer who kind of talked about this. The streamer Pun supposedly made a joke saying that he won't stream Minecraft because his hours haven't started yet. So people making lighthearted jokes about this also even further proves that this is all okay with them. I said it a million times and I'll say it a million more. The streamers are okay with this. They agree. Stop being mad. Stop making my brain melt. That's enough Twitter for me. And yeah, bye. Haven't seen enough? I got you. Check out this video right here. I'll see you over there.